Okay, here on Morning in America, we love celebrating the work of our first responders and just everyday people making a difference. And all of us are everyday people. This morning, we're taking you to Sacramento, California, where police officers Marcus Frank and Edwin Nonong went above the call of duty to help a young man who needed his bicycle fixed. They tried to fix it themselves. It didn't work out, so they just went and bought him a new one. And both of those officers are joining me right now. Thank you both so much for being there. Everybody's busy, right? You guys are busy. But what made you take the time? I'm going to start with Officer Nonong about getting this child a new bike. What made you, what inspired you to do this?
Well, it was early in the morning. I think around maybe 8 o'clock on a Saturday. And he's actually out in the neighborhood just looking for work to do. I guess he walks around the neighborhood and mows lawns to gain extra money. We were talking to him. We talked about his bike and I wasn't working correctly, but the fact that he's out there in the morning, just working hard, trying to make, money, just showed really good work ethic. At his age, at 8 o'clock in the morning in the neighborhood. I know for me, when I was 8, I was probably watching TV, sitting on the couch, not out there riding a bike, looking to make, money.
And Officer Frank Germain also with us. This young entrepreneur was, as we heard, just doing what he could do to spread words about his business with these flyers that he was passing out. So what was your reaction when you saw him?
Yeah, it was similar. He had a great attitude and a good work ethic, and I just felt that was something that needed to be acknowledged and rewarded. And then when we found out his bike wasn't working properly, I felt that was an easy a way to do that, when we were able to get him a bike and kind of reward him and encourage that behavior.
Yeah, and encourage the fact that he was doing the right thing, not the wrong thing. Officer Nonong, there are a lot of studies that show that adolescents tend to be a little more critical of police than even adults. So what's happening in Sacramento? What's the effort like there to bridge community relations, especially with youth?
Having a non-enforcement action with the community kind of builds trust. We're not there to make an arrest. We're there to be transparent, seeing what the community needs are, and as a department, how we can help that community deal with their issues, if any.
Officer Frank, did you have anything to add there? Because I know that it is a tough job to be a police officer. There have been a number of different stories that we've seen that are not as positive on both sides of the badge. But what would you say is a key to connecting with the community, especially young people?
I think it's just trying to relate with them and be able to, it's nice that we were able to have a conversation with them for probably 15, 20 minutes or so, and to take that time just to get to know about him. He told us that he wants to join the military when he gets out of high school and then possibly join the sheriff's department. Hopefully after our interaction, he'll want to come to the police department instead. But it's just a nice thing to be able to talk with him, and then maybe he'll share this positive experience with his friends, and that can just help everybody.
Thank you both. Thank you for sharing this story on Facebook, and so that we could find out about it. We appreciate it, and shout out to everybody at the 916. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.